Hello, everybody. My name is Dion Morales, your host of the Gold Squadron podcast, and we're coming to you live from the top 4 of the Mustafar Galactic Qualifier. This round, we have Marcel Manzano versus Christopher Crispy Patrick, two very well-known and decorated American X-Wing players. We have the Empire versus the Separatist Alliance. This is going to be a good match. We are joined today by my amazing friends, William Haygood.
Dion, it's heating up in here on Mustafar.
Ooh, it's getting hot in here. And James Ritter.
Yeah, it is getting a little hot with all these ties against all of these big base ships over here.
Well, that's right. So we're going to break down these lists here in a moment. But before we do that, let's say thank you to our patrons, the ones that make our online and in-person events possible. Thank you for all your support. If you want to be a part of that, our largest group of supporters, and get 4 sets of swag a year, head to goldsquadronpodcast.com and click the Patreon link, or go directly to patreon.com/goldsquadron. Thank you so much to everybody who has. All right, Will, it's time for you to break down those lists, and everybody at home, it's time for you to choose your champion.
Dylan, did you talk about salvage mission?
Was waiting until after we break down the lists.
Oh, okay. No worries.
Yes.
All right, let's start with Marcel Manzano here. You better one all champion. Bringing a full swarm of TIE fighters and a striker. Start with that striker. It's countdown. Basically, can cancel all dice results to take a damage and a strain instead. Has offensive upgrades like Ruthless and Crackshot, and even brought Tiber Saxon Gunner, which allows countdown to apply strains after he hits a target that does not have any face-up damage cards. Those TIE fighters start with Iden Versio, also bringing Ruthless, has Elusive for defensive rerolls, Jamming Beam, the cluster missiles with targeting computer, but the Iden ability allows her to cancel a attack's worth of damage onto a friendly TIE LN. Those cluster missiles can be utilized through a target lock coming from thread tracers on Moff Gideon, a very powerful piece in this TIE swarm, with the ability to strain a friendly to deny all modification of the green dice when attacking an enemy ship. We've seen it before: shut down force points, evade tokens, calculates all of, even can shut down reinforcing. Oh, wait, no. Reinforces a... Yeah, no, nope. Reinforces a modification.
Shuts it down, yeah.
That's right, because it adds a evade result. Not in the dice modification step, but Moff Gideon don't care about that. It prevents all of those modifications. Also has Ruthless and false transponder codes, so when you get those thread tracers to activate, you get to jam the target as well. Such powerful synergy there. The other TIE fighters are Gideon Hask, has an offensive ability against damaged targets to roll an additional die. Has Ruthless, Elusive, cluster missiles, and targeting computer. A potential for 2 4-dice cluster missile attacks in a single round. The yellow one out there is Del Mico, with a defensive ability to reroll defense dice against an attacker who is damaged. Has Elusive and a 4-dice heavy laser cannon out the bullseye at range 2 to 3. The last 2 are a pair of Jingoist, both with the false transponder codes, which could trigger through the tracer missiles for potential triple jam out on the target. Of course, the ISBs can also apply strains or depletes unless the ship chosen at range 0 to 1 removes a green token.
Now, real quick here, Wade. Sorry, I just called you Wade. Sorry, I just read a message from Wade. Sorry, Will. We just saw Django throw out the electro chaff to cut off the pass between the gas cloud and the debris cloud. I think this is Crispy trying to see if Marcel can manage some of that range with the TIE fighters. Keep it going.
Yeah, I really like that. They're shutting off a whole lane. We are moving on then to the Separatist list, a 3-ship list here. Starts off with Django Fett in the fire spray. Django looks for people who have done more difficult maneuvers than him because he can turn their eyeball results into blank results. Has that electro chaff missile that you mentioned, and trick shot to allow him an extra dice when attacking through obstacles like that electro chaff missile. Has Savage Press for the force point, contraband cybernetics to allow red actions and maneuvers while stressed, false transponder codes so you can get that jam and lock combination. Crits from Slave 1 if you get behind the ship you're attacking, and Veteran Tail Gunner for that very powerful front and rear arc combination attack. We have a very standard loadout in General Grievous. I was flying that Boba Lab. Gets to reroll attack dice when outmaneuvering an opponent. So, of course, natural pairing there with the upgrade card, outmaneuver. So 2 rerolls and a reduced defense dice when outside of the firing arc of the defender. Has impervium plating to throw away ship cards, which could be powerful ones like direct hit or even hull breach. Just throw them away, never even happened. And then, of course, the soulless one, the unique title for General Grievous, adding 2 hull and a defensive ability to reroll green dice when being attacked from a ship outmaneuvering you. And then, this is the big boy out there. Pre Vizsla in the Gauntlet, leader of the Death Watch, has the ability every other round, essentially, while they perform an attack, if the defender's initiative is equal to or greater than yours, every enemy is qualifying for that. His initiative 3 versus the whole list of initiative 4s. So you can spend both those charges he has to roll an additional attack dice. It's going to be a very powerful 5 dice range 1 out of Pre-Vizsla's front arc. Has the upgrades, marksmanship for some crits in the bullseye, Bo-Katan Kryze, who has been recently allowed to reroll attack dice even while attacking a defender at range 0, but also works at range 1. So a little bit of offensive rerolls there. Veteran Tail Gunner for those front and rear arc attacks. And then probably the most interesting upgrade here for him is the Death Watch Commandos. I can launch out 2 of these little remotes who not only can strain ships who overlap them, but can fire twice per game a 2 dice attack with a focus modifier. It's a great way to increase the firepower of this 3-ship list.
Speaking of offensive power, we did see Django Fett just take a shot with Veteran Tail Gunner. Countdown had to use its ability to not take 3 damage, and a missed shot on Del Mico. TIE Fighters now on parade here, firing through the cloud. Remember, Django, like you said already, Will, did have that trick shot. Single hit going into Django. Safe.
I think that should be... Oh, we have a range 0 from Countdown to finish out the round.
Mm-hmm.
Single hit. Grievous should get his Soulless 1 reroll.
There it is. But blank to blank, that's going to do a damage.
Takes it.
Every little bit matters.
We're going to see the double strain come down from Tiber Saxon.
No, it's only a range 1 to 2 attack.
1 to 2. Boo.
Boo.
Boo, these ranges. I really like that card. So aggressive, throwing out the double strain. And especially in this list where the Jingoists are applying strain, Moff Gideon is not allowing you to modify your green dice, if you're even rolling any.
Oh yeah.
Actually, as a note, strains only qualify. If you have multiple strains, it still only removes one
Right.
for each attack. So even if you got 5 strain on you, it's still only -1. It will be for the next 5 attacks, but
Yeah.
only so often.
Okay.
We didn't
So
see any crates pick up.
Nope,
No,
we
we
got
saw
one on
Aiden pick one
Aiden.
up. Nice. I mean, Synergize is great with her ability, right? Can't be critted.
Yeah.
Well, one time you can't be
One
critted.
time, yeah. But I mean, that may be the difference.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, we saw Previsla stop and rotate first round. Said nope, no, thank you, not jousting.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm good.
could see a those dials are pretty crazy. I'll throw it up there for you. But could see another stop rotate, or could see the 2 turn in. Because at this point they're going to have to split a little bit, so it could be a good time to see if you could pick one of these ties off.
Yeah, Django's got an easy route, just one forward. Try to do another veteran tail gunner shot.
Yeah,
Countdown's got a problem though, because you going to be hard to keep arc or get arc on an attacker. Did end up taking that stress token.
Yeah. So the blues, after you have a stress, I mean, they're pretty great. Like one bank, 2 bank, and then 1, 2, 3 straight. So I guess could just like 1 or 3 straight and just like get out of town.
Right, try to get Django to overshoot you.
Yeah, or make him chase you. Like if he wants, I mean, if he wants the booty, you got to come for it. you got to chase for it.
I mean, is that enough reasoning then for Previsla to just hit the gas?
Yeah, because Previsla could also do some pretty fast maneuvers with a 4 straight. Could catch the striker at range 3. Could also see commandos dropped this round.
Ooh, yeah, with that drop seat bay.
Yeah,
you
the
can
drop seat bay. Yeah, Whoa.
You can launch them out the side of your gauntlet
with the bank maneuver.
Honestly, I think a very powerful piece. Often overlooked as just like some strain remote. But when you get some good focus fire with them, they can take some ships out. And Previsla does do the 4 forward, trying to trap Countdown in the corner. Countdown's got a decision here of whether they're gonna barrel out of that arc or, could pick up that crate.
Yeah, could pick up the crate. But may just want to do a barrel. That way you're only taking 1 shot, guaranteed to live this turn.
Now, one thing, I'm not sure if we covered this already, the Strikers, pretty good in salvage, able to scoop them up and still be able to use their ability, their ship ability. That's
true. It recently changed from a maneuver to a boost, but because it's not a boost action, you're allowed to do that. It's similar to like a decloak is technically a boost or barrel roll. Same thing with a tractor. It's technically a boost or barrel roll, but not a boost or barrel roll action.
All right,
I think Crispy's doing a great job here, except for the objectives. I mean, that is where Marcel can excel here. He's got the extra ships to pick up these caches. As we saw the Jingoists go and scoop one up already.
Yep, they're like, we can't, we don't normally boost anyway. Barrel roll at this point, I mean, barrel roll can be absolute money. Let's be honest there.
Yeah, but these ties are looking for offense, focus and or lock. A nice little switcheroo there between Delmico and Aiden. That chaff cloud's still active for this round.
Moth may go for a lock to kind of jam onto Django this round. Oh, but doesn't have the targeting computer.
Oh. Yeah, that would be cool, but does not.
Relies specifically on that the threat tracers to trigger that. General Grievous turning it around. Here. Looks like we're gonna have Grievous chase Countdown a bit.
Yeah, we saw that in the previous matchup that the countdown distracting the enemy, but inevitably fell to the focus fire. I could see a very similar situation happen here.
Oh, man.
Ooh, yeah, I don't think that barrel would have blocked that either. That is unfortunate. Grievous just going to false transponder code that focus away.
Yeah. Countdown may have a hard time here with these 3 shots.
This one is range 2, though.
Crispy knows that that countdown is the best piece that he has when it comes to the scenario itself. Taking it out would be massive. Offensive here, just one hit. One squiggle.
Evaded. All right, a little bit of luck here for countdown. We'll see if how the other 2 shots go.
Yeah, it looks like they may not have a shot at all. We see one here from Countdown.
Any downside in firing at Pre-Vizsla? Any shenanigans there?
No. Actually,
the
this
fact that he can
Separatist
shoot you
squad.
back.
Yeah, this Separatist squad does not have a Notorious in it.
2 hits, 3 evades for the gauntlet there.
Pretty good, pretty good. We are going to see an outmaneuver, so Grievous is going to have 2 rerolls, and Countdown only can roll 2 dice.
That'll be 3 hits, and Countdown can use its ability or take 2. It looks like Marcel's deciding to take 2 in order to... decided to use the ability with 1 more shot coming in.
Yeah, if he was at full health, you might just take the 2 damage. But we're going to see Pre-Vizsla juice up the attack.
Only 2
Only
hits.
Gets 2.
Need 2 blanks here.
And
we do.
You got it. Countdown goes down.
No, that's just 1 damage.
But no. What? Oh,
1 damage from
you're right.
Django
Sorry,
last round.
In my brain, I was still thinking 2
ability.
damage from the turn before. My bad.
No, so Countdown survives.
Survive.
Is stressed, though? Should be stressed.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put that stress out there. Oh, you got it.
Yeah, and with that though, the chaff cloud is gone. I mean, we were talking a little bit before the game started that this chaff cloud could mean trouble for this TIE swarm, but Django may have launched it a little bit early to give himself some breathing room in this game. We'll see how that goes for him, because right now he is trailing in the objective game here.
Right. Yeah. The ties, though, Countdown has bought them enough time to start collecting these objectives. I assume Green Django is going to take the middle objective, right? Del Miko heads towards the one behind Grievous to pick it up next round.
Oh yeah, I mean we can see the Green Jingoist grab the middle one here. Yeah.
Yep, and then you're gonna have 3 this round, potentially 4 next round.
And the Separatists are heading away from the only open objectives.
Yeah, and if Pre-Vizsla doesn't pick up that cash, I have to imagine Countdown might as well.
Yeah, I mean, might be able to do some fancy maneuvering here to avoid Pre-Vizsla's arc, but man, you're gonna have. I mean, could just put a big hit into Pre-Vizsla if he thinks that he can handle it with the crack shot.
True. I mean, you still got to survive against Django shot. You cannot. The timer is done on Countdown. The ability won't save you anymore.
I have to think that we're going to see a commando drop here.
Well,
because you could one bank it forward out of your side, facing the ties, and then you can 2 straight it and shoot a tie this turn.
Yeah, but all the ties are going to shoot you then.
I mean, you get 2 agility, 2 hull.
That does not sound promising.
That is almost as good as a vulture. So I don't know what.
Don't make that comparison. No, don't.
All right. Looks like Marcel has just taken the lead here with the player order as well.
Oh, so we're going to see the commandos. He's
Out
going
the
to go
back
right out
with
the
one
back.
straight.
Okay.
Did all that work to get the drop seed bay for some fancy dropping.
Right out the back. It's just to psych you out, man. Just to psych you out.
Just like pushed his boys out the back.
Okay, yeah. Previously, got to pick up that cash before countdown can. Almost guaranteeing the point scored.
Yeah, it's gonna be difficult to pop that crate off this turn. There we go. Jingo picks up that crate. Oof, 4-1, or sorry, 3-1 at the moment for crates.
I mean, that's the jingoist job, right? When you're only 2 points, all you got to do is get some objective points to make up your value.
That blue jingoist has already paid for itself.
Value.
Ooh, man. Delmico has lined up that heavy laser cannon if he 5 straights next turn.
Ooh, yeah, I do like that.
It's right down the middle of that lane.
Is it right in the middle of that lane? Oh, right between the rocks. Alrighty, so looks like countdown will likely end up going down this turn. Grievous just continuing to set up that outmaneuver. And here comes Django flipping it around with a Talon roll. Sets up a very easy 1 bank to pursue the TIE fighters in the following turns.
Did he pop Contraband?
He did not.
No, he did not. Okay.
No need. Everybody's far away enough to not need it yet.
I thought he might try to boost towards the open objective.
Okay, yeah, I see.
All right, well, countdown. Got a crit to pop the crate and does.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
What luck.
Able to push that through.
That is hilarious. There's no way that guy pops a crate off.
What are the chances?
What are the chances?
And with that means that Marcel is going to end up having a 3-0 objective turn. End up going up to 6. Yeah. We'll see if Crispy can end up scoring the points for countdown.
Yeah, already has scored more points through objectives than countdown's worth.
Oh man, Delmico reaches out and barely grabs the back for 2 hits.
Hit crit. And you're going to be safe, Mr. Grievous. No rerolls needed.
Oh, yeah, we're going to shoot the commando.
Jingo gets to shoot the commando.
How many agility does commandos have? 2?
2.
And you got 2 hits, and they have...
So near squiggle here. Does commando survives?
Pew, pew.
Yeah, Commando A has 1 hell remaining.
And didn't have to spend the focus on the jingoist either. Which is good.
Yeah, so probably be able to defend. But here's the big shot, though. 3-1.
Oh, no!
Oh, no!
Triple blanks into a single hit. Countdown.
Well, countdown. Can he survive?
Yeah, previously still has a great shot into him.
No, okay. He goes down.
I thought we might see a trigger of Bo-Katan Kryze there, but no need.
Oh, the range 0 bow, which I hate, by the way. Just gonna make that public that I do not like that she can modify range 0 attacks.
Thematically, I see it.
I thought range 0 was sacred, but apparently not.
Not
to the Mandalorians.
Double crit.
Oh, we're good.
Oh, I was clenched there. Mando about dropped the crate. Could potentially kill the jingoist too, right? Like if you leak into something else or something into a direct hit.
Yeah.
That would feel bad. You never want to die to a remote.
All right, 6-4. 6-4 is our score. The blue Jingoist, green Jingoist, and Iden Versio all holding on to crates right now. It looks like Delmico could grab one if he wanted the next turn, or like James had mentioned, if you end up pursuing straight, probably having a heavy laser cannon. We know that Django is in a position to go either left or right, kind of splitting that debris cloud. Kind of in a 50-50 position. Grievous likely to turn in, but I think we're finally going to get most of the ships engaged. Probably Gideon Hask will be out of the fight. I would like to know your guys' thoughts. I know that Marcel has 3 TIE fighters out there with caches being carried, but do you really want to engage with those 3 TIE fighters? Because that's going to be like your first line. That's your front line.
Yeah, pump the brakes. Like do just only 2 forwards, right? Go real slow. Try to buy yourself an extra turn here before you fully engage the enemy. It would be a bit silly to just 5 forward everybody and try to corner one of the pre-Vizsla or something.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to score, I feel, more points through the objectives than trying to take down one of these. These 3 ships are so defensive. Grievous with his rerolls and that Impervium, 11 health and reinforce on pre-Vizsla. And of course, Django just activating afterwards. Yeah, and the boost, just the maneuverability of Django, right, with the boost and contraband cybernetics. Hard to track down, to say the least. And in this scenario, no half points. So you have to fully commit to a target to score those points off of them. I think you just settle for your 3 crates. Try to hold on to them for as long as you can. Maybe kill Grievous if
it
he
happens,
turns in.
it happens.
I wouldn't even bother with Pre-Vizsla or Django, to be honest with you. Too much to risk.
We are right at about halftime for this game, and it looks like as long as Marcel is careful and doesn't make any brazen actions here, could just float on by on these insurance points here.
Yeah, it makes it really hard for me to judge what the best thing to do with Delmico is. Because you could just 2-bank, grab the objective, right? And maybe Grievous and Django don't even bother with you. Grievous is not even range. There's a chance that you could just grab that objective with no penalty. But of course, we could see Django 1-bank to the left and then boost right and put you right in range 1.
Disconnection coming.
Save the game.
Saved. All right, we'll see if it happens or if it was just the secondary computer. Gonna go ahead and switch over here.
Oh, we're all fine here. How are you?
Looks good here. How are you? Yeah.
All right. On my side, it was a Steam issue. Steam client timeout. Bad Steam. Nobody likes you, Steam.
Oh, we're dropping the other commando. Could be dropping out of the side here with the bank. Okay. And then for movement, we're going to see that one go straight and the other one turn left. And just put a great kill box right in the middle for that blue Jingo.
Looks like we stopped and pivot for Pre-Vizsla.
Yeah, these what are they called? Gauntlets are difficult to get them some actions when they do those stop maneuvers.
Yeah, reduced agility, no reinforce, and this Pre-Vizsla doesn't even have a force point to modify defense dice. So we're just going to have to rely on the health of that gauntlet.
Chunky.
I mean, is it with half of the game gone though? Is it worth even going after it?
No. No. I don't think so. If anybody, it would be Grievous. Already shield down.
Yeah. It is I mean, like I want to say that that's the hardest part to crack is the shields, and then you can start working into the hole. But man, you start putting crits through, you start getting real sad when he starts just discarding direct hits.
Yeah, Grievous does have first player here. Did not want that this round. Wanted to see what all those TIE fighters are going to do to decide his actions. Can boost or barrel roll in this situation?
I don't think either is really a great move.
Well, like you said, barrel roll left, you might find yourself a bullseye.
Yeah, exactly.
Going forward here, might find yourself range 1 of a Jingoist.
Maybe you're saying I'm behind. I need to start getting some ties off the board.
Ooh, Delmico, split the difference here. I don't think is in range 1 of the objective.
Oh
but
yeah, it has the range 1.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's like 2 bases. I count 2 bases and then
A little bit extra.
Yeah, a little bit extra. Just a little bit though. Ooh, gonna barrel roll. To guarantee the shot. Might even get a bullseye. Probably range 1 though, so only the 3 attack dice. The main thing though is that you're closer to Iden, so she can protect you.
Yeah, cuddle up, boys. Get in real close.
I mean, that's the power of the swarm, right? You gotta get back together. We saw them disperse for a bit. That chaff cloud, disrupted the formation, but they seem to be regrouping here in the center of the board.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Gideon Hask is really far behind here.
Oh no, the Jingo!
Sitting range 1 in front of General Grievous. Has Grievous moved yet?
Has, yeah.
Yeah, he moved. Yeah. He moved. The Jingoist was anticipating a barrel roll from Grievous, maybe. And yeah, all the other TIE fighters falling in line.
Oh, takes a strain.
Yeah, going to be strained from the commandos. Could he?
You can't because you got the crate. You would love to barrel roll out of arc there.
Love to barrel roll.
Yeah, because he's about to take a 4-die shot from Pre-Vizsla.
You can only do that every other round, I thought.
He did
it 2 rounds ago.
Yeah.
Because last round was range 0. That's right. Well, didn't even shoot, but the person he would have shot is range 0. All right. Does Grievous have those false transponder codes anymore? No.
They're popped.
So just asking who's got crates here.
Both the Jingos and Iden.
Jingo, Iden. Now, if there's an attack and then a crit, if there is a crit in an attack going towards Iden, could she use her ability to prevent the crate being popped off as well as the damage?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because the damage never happened. Unlike when General Grievous takes a crit, he would suffer the crit, the crate would come off, and then you would impervium plating the damage card.
All right, well, here we go.
Yeah.
This is going to be 2 hits. This is Django going into what I think is the green Jingoist who just rolled.
This is Del.
Del, yeah. So she's got elusive for a reroll here and gets both evades.
Ooh.
So Del was a target because it did not have any mods, correct?
No tokens, exactly.
Yeah.
And now General Grievous is going to go into the Jingoist. This is why I thought we were going into there, because Grievous could double up there. Range 1, though, could have rerolls, doesn't need them. Crit.
Do you even roll?
Yeah. Reroll the eyeball result at least, right?
He's going to spend it.
He just Iden's.
Yeah, Iden, no thanks.
Iden cancels that out. No crate drop.
So, because the outmaneuver, it guaranteed the crit, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have just rerolled.
Spending the focus could be a mistake that will bite Crispy back. Let's see what ends up happening.
So Moff Gideon's got to decide here, is he... Well, because of the tracer miss, like, we say that, though, but we have Gideon out here who's going to deny defensive modification anyways.
True that, but now you don't even have to use it, right? What defensive modification does he have?
No, he does not. You just hold on to your Gideons then.
Yeah,
I agree.
Look, I'm gonna keep my Gideons in my pocket. Gideons in my pocket.
I think it's going into Grievous because Grievous has no points.
And here we go. 3 dice. This is the tracer missile. Spend the focus for 1.
Could take a damage here on maybe...
Oh, yeah, we could see a Ruthless trigger for 2. I think you go for it. Yeah, puts it on Del Mico.
All right, goes for 2. And 1 would have been enough. Target locks going down. That will benefit Del Mico and Iden Versio.
Mm-hmm. And might decide to keep the false transponder codes. Well, you better check that range, sir.
That seems real. Oh, just barely in our...
He's got it. That could be a 3 dice attack from Gideon Hask then. If they can get a damage card onto this Grievous from the 2 range 1s.
Oh, he gonna wait for it.
Then gonna probably elect not to give
Yeah.
blue and green locks to save their false transponder codes. It is valuable tech against Django, who does like to target lock with that force charge. Yeah, elects not to. Doesn't even take one himself. Because there's no point in jamming. It is a brutal combination, though. Those thread tracers and false transponder codes.
Mm-hmm. And here's the attack. It's going to be 2 hits coming in from Del. 1 damage into Grievous. That's going to be the second shield.
All right. Iden, though, has the focus in lock.
Looking to get that damage card into Grievous so that Gideon Hask has that additional die.
This is a cluster missile because I don't know if Marcel knows about how cluster missiles work. He thinks he can proc it off to Django.
You think, because you need range 2. We very clearly see it's range 3 to Django. About to learn today.
About to learn today.
Sorry, we'll make him sad after the attack. Hit, crit.
No, for sure. That's the best part.
Yeah. This is the choices he's made.
And hit crit. Let's see if Impervium plating will do it. It's a ship crit. Gone.
Goodbye.
So
no thanks, Hull Breach.
Does end up with 1 damage card, though, so down to 4 hull.
Oh, he didn't even measure for...
Didn't even measure.
Wow.
He's grown so much. Reading cards.
I think Chris would just let him know. I'm sure.
And with that target lock, another crit there. Hit, crit. And that's going to be hit crit again. At least 1 damage guaranteed. You're looking for pilot crits. That's another ship crit. Both Impervium platings have been used. That's 3 total damage avoided with Impervium plating.
I mean, he made the right call, right? Like, you rerolled the crit?
He rerolled the crit and then rolled back into a crit. That is a little frustrating. I did it on purpose.
Yeah, I rolled you away. I said go away.
And Jingo's got a hit into an invading Previsla.
Yep. A note for an audience member here. Gideon Hask's ability is why he was able to roll 3 attack dice on that because Grievous is damaged. Here is now the ISB Jingoist firing into Django, a hope and a dream. Spends the focus, trying to see if you can just plink a little.
Here we see. Oh. Django says, no, you may not use that focus. I'm going to turn that down.
That's
you
right.
You did a white maneuver, buddy.
Pre-Vizsla going into the blue Jingoist. Still has a focus, but is strained. hit crit, and that's going to be a critical damage, which
Ooh.
means it's going to end up losing that crate.
Yes, indeed.
What's the crit on the TIE Fighter? Structural damage. Turns out you had strain the whole time.
Oh.
I think that crate drop is absolutely massive here for Crispy, trying to slow the bleeding. Most likely that Jingoist ends up picking up another one anyway next turn, but it's one less point lost in the race to 20. Some would say the race to 11, historically. The high ground. We'll see.
Yeah, Crispy was actually one of the big components, or proponents, I don't know what that word I'm trying to say is, of that. The first player to get to 11 wins the game. So I think it's more like once you get like 5 or 6 points above your opponent, that's a big enough gap to where it's hard for your opponent to catch back up to you. Now, granted, I mean, there's like 8-point ships that fly around, so like.
It's like, did we see a game earlier today where Ray just like flopped the whole battle?
Yep.
I mean, I guess they ended up losing that game, but taking Ray off the board on a critical turn could be a big help.
Green was not destroyed, Super Steve, because of Aiden's ability to cancel all damage.
By the way, for our GSP community, just a quick note, it looked like we did have some bots in the server that we've been banning and stuff like that. So if you got a message from somebody who's listed as a mutual server and spam, just go ahead in general, just be like, hey, this person, say at whatever, sent me spam, and we'll just get them banned. There is unfortunately no tool available to like who's everybody that joined on this date, because I could see that they all joined today a couple hours ago when you click on their name, but there's no way to pull up a list and just mass ban them. So help us out to help you out. Thank you.
Yeah, just in general, don't ever click on any link from someone you're not familiar with.
Bender 1383 says, quick question, can you still subscribe with Prime after becoming a patron? Yes, absolutely. Those are two different support systems and very appreciative.
You probably didn't win any Bitcoins, as a note. Just calling it out there.
I didn't win any Bitcoins? Man.
I'm sorry to break the news, but no, we were not giving out Bitcoins in our Discord.
I would love to give out some Bitcoins, but I have no bits to give.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we had a fake miss trigger here with Marcel being like, "Hey, I wanted a cluster missile. I even said it." And said, nope. It's like, yeah, you may have said it, but you didn't mean it because you can't do that.
Yeah, it is a tricky card because no other card has that same wording.
Yeah, it says ignore, but so people are like, I ignore everything. I can just shoot anyone. So yeah, I'll throw it up on the screen actually.
You got to read it section by section.
Yeah.
So after this attack, spend an attack to do the thing. That's pretty standard. But after this attack, which is the original attack, you can perform the cluster missile attack as a bonus attack against a different target at range 0 to 1 of the defender. Now, just stopping right there before we move on. This attack refers to a 3-dice range 1 to 2 cluster missile that requires a lock, and then says ignore that lock requirement. So you still have to spend a charge, you still have to have 3 dice, and you still have to have that second target be range 1 to 2.
Yeah, you basically start right back at the top and say, okay, attack, you have to have a target lock. Well, I actually don't have to have a target lock because I'm ignoring it for this attack. Spend a charge. Okay, I'll spend a charge. After this attack hits, you may perform this bonus attack as a bonus target against a different attack at range 0 to 1 of the defender, ignoring the target lock requirement. You actually go through the whole thing again, but because you're limited to one bonus attack per round, you cannot do the third bonus attack.
All right, real quick here. Pre-Vizsla uses its action to scoop up the closer crate. If the ISB Blue Jingoist had been able to clear their maneuver, likely would have been able to pick that one up. And Pre-Vizsla is saying, no, that's mine. General Grievous zooming and booming.
Yeah, 5 straight just keeps the stress. Trying to just block Gideon Hask here to survive the round.
Iden coming in hot.
Yeah, I
side
want
arc of Pre-Vizsla.
I want a piece of that chunky boy.
Del Mico, 2 straight, will also have a shot. No heavy laser cannon. Jingoist will be just a bit shy. And Moff Gideon zooming.
Who is this guy?
Whoa.
Came in hot with that 5 forward. Lands perfectly.
Gosh.
And yeah, Grievous catches the block on Gideon. The Jingo bumps. Oh, look at this. Django going for the veteran tail gunner attacks.
Yeah, could take out Gideon Hask and another TIE fighter this round.
That's right. Del Mico is down to 2 hull. The green Jingoist still full. So is Moff Gideon.
Yeah, just going into Del Mico here. I will put that group of ties out of formation for just a bit. I guess really just Moff Gideon, the red one. All right, starting with the front attack.
All right, didn't get any hits there.
Nothing.
Complete whiff. Here comes the backside into Del Mico, looking to get a little bit better. Range 1, that is much better. 2 hits, 2 crits.
Pretty good. In the box.
In the box.
That's good, because he blanked out of the box.
In the box.
Oh, will the box save him?
It maybe. 2 crits.
No, it doesn't. Oh, well, we have the...
Already used elusive.
Oh, yeah, last round. Yep, when he didn't have any tokens. So just going to take 2 crits and perish.
Del Mico goes down.
Saved him.
Box almost saved him. So close.
Couldn't even save himself.
So that's going to be 3 good points there. For
Unmodified shot here. Gideon got
hit crit, though.
Hit crit. Gideon Hask will be able to spend the focus to avoid the damage.
Yeah, Iden charge already spent, so could not save Del there.
Couple more range 0 attacks. Blue Jingoist.
Yeah, we're gonna apply a strain. Shooting range 0. No mods either way.
Actually, I'm thinking like give the guy the deplete.
Yeah, he gives him the deplete.
Yeah.
Single crit.
Still pops up the crate. Oh my gosh.
Pre-Vizsla.
You're not allowed to carry any boxes. No boxes for you.
No scenario points for you, Crispy. Not allowed. Only scenario points for the Empire.
Yep.
Yeah,
and
not allowed to have fun.
This is good placement. Good placement. You set it up for Moff Gideon to turn and grab it the next turn.
Oh my goodness, that's so unfortunate. So unfortunate.
2 range 0 attacks pop off your crates.
I think we need to change his subtitle to Butterfingers.
Apparently.
All right, and here we go.
Got focus for 2 here.
And is going to be able to push through 1. That is the first card on Pre-Vizsla.
Damaged. Come on.
Ooh, yeah, damage.
The Jingoist, Green Jingoist, did end up having a shot. Spends for 2. 2 agility on the Gauntlet. No tokens available there. 2 more.
Just soaking this damage.
Coming downtown with this 3-die attack.
You take the 3-die against Previsla. 3-on-3 or 2-on-2?
I would go 3-on-3. With 24 minutes left, you have both Grievous and Previsla close. It means you have 2 different options of vector where you can end up trying to take a ship out. No modifiers here. Got the expected result. Trail Mix, 1 hit. And that's going to be avoided with a single evade.
Could have Ruthless. But may not have been a good time to do it.
Not a good time. Previously, though, did do the bonus die last round, so just going to shoot the
2-die with the deplete.
2 dice with the deplete. We'll get the reroll with Bo-Katan.
Got 1 hit. And just 1. Structural damage on the TIE Fighter, and spends a focus to avoid taking the damage.
All right. This is the second shot from that wounded Mandos.
Oh.
Blinks out.
No damage.
2 crits and then 2 blinks. That's fair.
Fair. The dice gods give and take. I got a pair of obstructed shots onto those TIE Fighters, both of them with focus tokens.
Yeah.
Actually, I think the Jingoist spent theirs. Did Jingoist 1 spend that focus token? Sure did.
I was just so excited to put some points on the board.
What are they asking?
He just needs to go take a potty break. We're in your pause timer.
Wait, what?
Oh, okay.
What's happening right now?
Marcel doing Marcel things.
All right. Well, Marcel has paused the game because he has to go poop. So that's going to be on the internet forever. Cool.
No, I said potty.
I mean, I didn't.
I understand that you said that, but I did not.
Right. I'm just calling him out because for the record, listen, I was having a conversation with Chris Allen when I was in North Carolina for Cray Cup, and just kind of talking about how I view my role in the X-Wing community, or our role in the X-Wing community. I feel like we're archivists. You know, we are recording the history of this game. And
yeah,
Marcel running to the bathroom is part of that history.
It's part of that. Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
We see previously do a stop rotate or maybe a 3 bank.
It's just important to know that history isn't always pretty, and this is just one of those moments. Well, while we're waiting, all right. While we're
What
waiting,
are we waiting on?
Say it again.
What are we waiting on?
Marcel, right?
Yeah, I just wanted you to say it again. All right, he's back. We're restart the timer.
All right. Well, while he still has to set those dials. So while he's waiting, we got a couple besides the long sleeve shirts that we did add to the shop. We added 2 new products, and they're kind of like what I'm going to call test products. I put them out there as for fun. We officially have GSP socks. All right. My manufacturer's like, hey, look, we can do socks now. And I was like, okay, well, I'll buy a pair of them and I'll put them on the shop for funsies. If they're complete garbage, I will be taking them off. But we also have a 3-inch embroidered patch that you can get as well. If you're into patches, that's available on our website as well. GSP sucks. And if you're real creative, you could turn it into an armband. Cut off the toes. Clip posted in the Discord.
Yeah, thankfully this Jango Fett doesn't have any bombs or proximity mines to drop out. Because that would be a rough time for these TIE fighters.
Mm-hmm. So because Django decided to invest in trick shot, right? Instead
And
of
chaff cloud, yeah.
chaff clouds instead. And that's understandable, you know. Just like
yeah, it's definitely some swarm protection. Thinking we may see a 4K here from Django with that contraband.
That makes sense. Gideon Hask's gonna move forward because you got to keep that gun in the fight, right? Django is fully healthy. Points when it comes to ship destructions are not going to come from Django. It's going to come from either Grievous or Pre-Vizsla. Django has not been the main target, so you keep it in the fight. You make sure to stay aggressive with it. And depending on what Grievous does, you might be able to K-turn and then boost to get some range 1 attacks.
Yeah, with Django at full health, you got to keep him aggressive. They're losing TIE fighters by the turn, so it's only inevitable that you're going to get them all destroyed. We do see the commandos move, and one moves underneath of the Jingoist to strain it, and it's going to have to maneuver through it afterwards as well. But correct me if I'm wrong. Does it only...
Yeah.
Nothing happens from moving through it? You had to overlap.
On it, yeah.
Okay.
No double jeopardy. All right, Gideon Hask. Banking. Looking to get some shots on Pre-Vizsla. Looks like Marcel has marked that gauntlet as the main target. Though we did mention the chonk on these ships. Oh, is the Jingoist going to be able to reach that one? No, taking an evade.
I think, yeah, it's going to be Moff Gideon to grab it, yeah.
Not a bad idea. I think it might be, unless you can take out one of these ships. It's the only way you're scoring points.
Oh, Iden Versio is going to end up strained for overlapping the commandos.
Also helps that, or I guess that one's already shot both of its charges.
Mm-hmm. Grievous coming around, going to make an approach next round. I'll try to get that gun back into the fight.
Oh, Django was trying to do a Talon roll and ends up being blocked by Gideon Hask's position. Not gonna have that gun in the fight. Only a range 0 attack against Gideon, and probably nothing in the back. That's gonna hurt.
3 Talon, just missed.
Yep, that was a Talon.
No back arc attack. Oh, the angle is just off.
Finds 2 hits and gonna force the focus expenditure from Gideon here.
So no damage there. At least was able to contribute.
I do like this big focus token Crispy's using to signify, hey, I can actually modify my green dice out here.
Yes.
And gets nothing at range 0.
Nothing. Jingoist is going to be up next. It's going to be range 3.
Might shoot this commando shooting back at him. Tempted. The Jingoist ability only works on ships. I think we had asked this question earlier. Yeah, choose an enemy ship.
And Pre-Vizsla still has the focus, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, probably won't be able to use it against Iden. Well, not probably. We won't be able to use it against Iden. So probably willing to spend it on defense here.
And it is obstructed to the commando as well, isn't it? No, just barely unobstructed?
Nope. It's good.
Oh, the choices.
Yeah,
what would you guys do
the
here?
pink lines mean bullseye. If it's red if it's red, that means bullseye and obstruction.
Just one
This is
hit.
a hard choice. I think I just shoot the commandos, honestly.
And that's going to be a damage. Only 1 damage. They do have 2 hull.
I mean, it has 3 dice into Pre-Vizsla.
Because this is Gideon Hasks and his ability when firing at a damaged ship.
Yeah, and could also Moff Gideon here.
I think I would go into Pre-Vizsla here. You got 15 minutes still left on the clock. That means you have a chance to take out the biggin. Especially, you probably can get 4 TIE fighters just getting shots next turn, maybe 5.
Yeah, I think I'm in on that. You Moff Gideon the focus. You put the strain on Iden.
Ooh, not doing... Okay.
Oh!
Boy.
Wow.
And all of those are going in. Hit, crit. Didn't need to Moff Gideon. That worked out. Hit.
Let's see these crits.
Double crit. Panic pilot. That's going to be double stress. And the other one?
Damage engine. So can't hard turn. Can't stop. What?
I think it may be going off the board. Possibly.
Is it stressed right now?
Bank. You got 1 bank. You okay?
One
bank
bank
should be fine.
Should be okay.
Yeah, because you're look at that arc. See, your base should be really close to the left side of that arc when you 1 bank. So
Yeah.
hopefully it has room.
But having that maneuver telegraphed for you feels bad.
All right, so does get an extra die out the back here. Has that Pre-Vizsla ability ready. Though won't have it against the strained item at range 0. Just has the reroll. I think they turned their dice stats off again. I don't know why Marcel keeps turning them off. And it's probably not him. I'm just going to blame him.
Yep. Hit crit.
Ian's got the elusive and the focus.
Does take critical damage, though.
Crit. It's going to pop that crate off, though, too. It's a direct hit. Yikes.
So down to 1 hull.
I think that's everybody except for the commandos.
Just puts it up with those other crates. Those crates have just been slowly shifting down the neutral edge. Picked up and dropped. Picked up and dropped. Further and further away.
And now options for shots on Commandos B. This will be their first of 2 shots. Going to go into the blue Jingoist, who's sitting currently at 2 hull, but does have an evade. So needs to roll 2 hits to actually have a chance to do damage. 2 hits.
That's the way to do it.
And spend the
natural.
evade, nothing.
I mean, I think that was the correct choice.
That was, yeah. You go for the miracle kill there, right? You throw a crit through, spins the evade, takes a direct.
All right, we're showing 12-7.
Yeah, 3 more crates picked up this round. Or no, I didn't got
2 more,
clusters,
yeah.
didn't she? Yes.
Yeah, it looks like the only 2 crate carriers are Green Jingo and Moff Gideon.
True. Epionics telling us the 7 points of Pre-Vizsla here is just a win. Gideon holds the crate at the bottom. You put everybody else into Pre-Vizsla, and you can get to 20 points this round.
Sorry, everybody.
Pre-Vizsla's down to what? Just 3?
3.
What happened?
I did something stupid.
So, what can you do to guarantee that you only, because it looks like you really only have Iden and Jingoists. Oh, I guess you also have Gideon Hask there as well.
Ooh, sounds like we have a report on the other game.
We sure do. Andrew Oler defeats Paul Heaver in a tight game, 21-17. Andrew Oler going to be headed to the final. I believe Andrew Oler was the winner of one of our 2021 Galactic qualifiers, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe that was the Heratani.
Yeah, Mancala. I think it was the Mancala. That's the planet that's coming to him.
Mancala, and he was flying Benthic Kyle Garvin Hera. Yeah, the Heratani.
Yeah, popularized it, made everybody really recognize it, like, oof, that's powerful.
Oof. Yeah.
Today he's flying Poe, 2 pods and 2 Y-Wings.
3 Y-Wings.
3 Y-Wings.
Now, the report that we got from that game was that that Ray could not push through those Y-Wings fast enough, so the Chonk ends up pushing him over.
That makes sense.
Another tick in my book that these Y-Wings are way too undervalued or undercosted right now.
I mean, I think they have loadout issues, but they seem to be effective. Name another effective resistance ship.
Ray.
All right. Well, there's one.
Poe.
all the pilots that showed up.
Yeah, all the pilots in both those lists. Fair enough.
Yeah. I mean, RC2s are good if you're willing to like bet on those green dice.
That's an investment and a half, to say the least.
Grievous has really got to get in this fight here.
And just going to keep it nice and simple. Boost, focus. Ready to face down the rest of the ships. He's got to watch out, though. He's sitting at 3-hull himself. Django, another maneuver that's not fully completed. Still paying the price for overlapping on the Talon roll. Let's see what the Force and a range 1 attack can do, maybe against a Jingoist or the range 2 against Iden, who's sitting at 1 hull. Gonna go for Iden.
Shooting Iden, yeah.
She's got to focus. Two focuses and a blank. Spends for 1. And gets the squiggle. So Iden gets to live. Here comes the Jingoist. All these initiative 4s now. Deciding on a target. Who would you go at, Grievous or Pre-Vizsla?
Yeah, Pre-Vizsla.
Pre-Vizsla. Yeah.
You get 5 dice. You get 8 dice at it with Gideon and Iden.
And we're going to start with the first damage right there. You just need 2 more, and you're going to get 7 points. Also, the value there, right? Pre-Vizsla worth 7 points versus Grievous is 5.
I think you go with Iden next, because you could also put a shot into General Grievous.
Yeah, it could be a 4 dice into Grievous. Any locks out there? No, too busy focusing. That's scary, Django. Too much to be risking locks.
Let's see if Iden can close it up. Double focus, spending it, staying aggressive.
Worth the trade.
And double blanks. Pre-Vizsla goes down, leaving Gideon Hask with a shot on General Grievous. Could we see them both go down? It's also range 1.
4 dice attack here.
Does he have a focus?
Yes. Spend it.
That's 4 hits, no crits. What can Grievous do about it?
He needs double paint here.
Nope.
Doesn't get it.
I think he's out. Yeah, he gets his reroll.
Oh, reroll. So
not when it's blank to blank.
Oh, no.
Now
Grievous goes down 2.
We got simultaneous fire, but that's going to end up putting Marcel in the lead 24-7. Write that one up, because this game is over. Thank you to ISO, Danko, Baffle, Trojan, Prophet, Shadow, Tycho, Spice, Raider, Lancer, Fallen, Row 6, 626, Chief, and J List, our Grand Admiral patrons. And all of our Gold Squadron patrons and community members, thank you for your support. Gold Squadron out.